One of our most popular products. Everybody needs systems, and systems need checklists. Checklists allow you to hold your assistants accountable and hold yourself accountable. Checklists are amazing because when you go to your accountant at the end of the year and he said you spent too much money, you can go back and eliminate things from your checklist. When you hear a great idea at a seminar, like one of mine, you can add things to your checklist. Well, I'm retiring and I'm managing and taking care of my real estate empire that I built utilizing the ideas in this checklist book and in my operation. So I'd like to improve your operations through checklists. And this is our time-saving checklist for profitable systems books, a little over 400 pages. Everything in the book comes on a Word format CD, so that's easy to implement all the checklists. And let me just do something I don't normally do. Let me just talk to you about some of the things that are in the table of contents. I'm just going to give you the broad scope here. We have assistant management checklist, which means that these are all the checklists that I use to manage my team and my assistants. Very important to have checklists because, you know, when you're a rainmaker, when you're a top producing real estate agent, you get away from the day-to-day and you forget about the things that made you profitable, and then your assistants, knowing that you aren't noticing, stop doing some of the things that made you profitable. Having a checklist is something you can hold them accountable to, which means if they're going to get a piece of the closing, let's make sure that everything on the checklist has been checked off. So that we've got hundreds of pages of assistant checklists. Number two, the most important aspect of my business were all of my lead generation, lead management, and follow-up checklists. You see, we are very good at attracting the most likely demographics to buy and sell property. We kept track of people, we gave them consistent value, and we followed up consistently. Well, these are all the checklists that we use to do that. So I'd love to see you start implementing some of that. Stop letting people fall through the cracks. Next is our transaction coordination. Now, I know it's fashionable to hire a transaction coordinator, and all of the people that I personally coach have transaction coordinators, but you ever have a transaction coordinator that pay for themselves through internal lead generation? These are all the checklists that my transaction coordinator used to actually generate leads while they were closing a transaction. They were handling the just sold and just listed cards and calling behind them. They were going ahead and sending out on a new listing notices of the new listing to all the old expires around that listing, letting them know that, my goodness gracious, because of the marketing system that's about to be implemented, that there's going to be additional buyers in the neighborhood. If they are thinking about selling, now would be the time to contact them. I turned my transaction coordinators into people that could actually generate leads. I would love for you to take a look at some of those checklists. And you know what? It was harder to be my transaction coordinator, but you know, I also paid better. So they got paid for their efforts. All my customer service, all of my marketing, even my checklist that I used on my website to make sure that we kept it current, and my social media checklist. Everything that we did that held people that I delegated things accountable to and kept me accountable, which means that I knew every day what I had to do. Get a system, hold yourself accountable, hold your team accountable, hold your office accountable. These are the checklists that made me rich in this business. Take a look at it. Once again, we're selling these items. If you look at the link below, we're selling these items at production cost. It's my gift back to the industry. Thank you very much.